Hello, this is Mike MacGyver, and I'm down here at MacGyver's Tire and Wheel, and got some wheel swaps that I did in the last couple of days. Yeah. Uh, you see up there in the background, you see four big air Bel Airs. Well, I did it again. Here's number 5, the big air Bel Air. No doubt. Got that one put back together, but I robbed the wheels off of it, and I put them on this Chevrolet Silverado. This is a 85 model, 1985 model Chevy Silverado. Yes, indeed. Might have got a little bit too close there. Trying to adjust. But anyway, yeah, that's what we did that there. And also, I did the wheel mounting technique a little different on this one and the next one. You see these here is a big pen, big ballpoint pen. Just so, standard ballpoint pen. Well, I popped the thing filler out of it. There it is. I had 2 or 3 of them that didn't write no more. So what I did is I cut this clear piece off of some other ones, and I used them. Because the big air Bel Air axle wasn't long enough to fit these Silverados as is. So I cut me a piece of that tube in the length I needed so that the tires wouldn't rub the fenders on the inside there. And I JB welded those axles and wheels onto that tube. And whenever I put it together, and I'd set it up there and let it set up. Let the JB weld set. Just let the wet set. This is just an example. This ain't got the tube on it, but I JB welded them axles into a tube. I got a piece of one right here. This was the leftover from whenever I was cutting one of them. But yeah, I put them together like this and let them set for probably about 30, 40 minutes. And then I'd come back to them and work on them, and get them rolling good. And then I cut me some small pieces of M2 plate, real thin, flat, and I JB welded them onto the base of the truck first. That gave me a little bit of height I needed. And then I JB welded that plastic tube onto that plate and adjusted the wheels and all until they got them centered under there. And I set the truck, down and I took me a toothpick and I'd push on these wheels. I'd hold the truck still and push on the wheels till I got the wheels centered under there on all 4 sides. And I left it alone. Made sure that the truck was level this way as best as possible. And after a little while, I come back to it and it's ready to go. As you can see, she rolls fine. But anyway, that was that. That's what we did with that. And when I got through with that project, I did it again. Yes, indeed, I did it again. Big Air Bel Air number 6. Yep, number 6. I was counting, make sure it was the right number. But yeah, this one here, I'm probably going to keep it because as you can see, the wheels kind of match the car. I'm probably going to keep this one. But then again, I might pass it on. Dang, it's leaning. Oh well. Can't get them all perfect. But yeah, all these big air Bel Air frames, these frames, when I put them on there, I had to cut them and fit them. I had to do a lot of trimming on the spring arms and the bars and the drive shaft and the rear end just to get it to fit up in there. But that's what we did. So that's how it's been going there, no doubt. So anyway, I got that one changed out, and the wheels from it, I put them on this Chevrolet. Now, this one here is a 1987 Scottsdale, and it's got police lights on top of it. It also had a roll bar in the back, but I took the roll bar out because, heck, whenever you're up looking at it this way, you can't even see the dang spotlights on the roll bar. So what's the use? I took them off. I took it off. I'll save that rack to put on another one there somewhere or something. That's right. But anyway, I did the same thing with this one, but I put a thin piece of M2 plate onto the truck first. I got those two pieces welded on, then I set the truck down and walked away. And that way, those plates were evenly mounted to the truck. You know, they wouldn't be, one of them not be, kind of warped or anything. They was perfectly, both of them perfect there. And after I come back to it, and it was all dry, then I had made my axles up and I mounted my axles on there. I still got to come. I got to come back and put some more JB welder between up against these tubings on both sides, so to reinforce it, make it more sturdy. But yeah, that's what we did with that one. There's Big Air Bel Air number 6. Fixed the Scottsdale. I've had this Scottsdale and that Silverado for a while. They've been over in the corner for months. Been wanting to get to these. Didn't and I've been collecting up these Big Air Bel Airs every time I'd go to Walmart looking for stuff and couldn't find nothing I wanted. And these Big Air Bel Airs was hanging there keeping the pegs warm, so I collected them up for the wheels. No doubt. But anyway, when I got through with that Scottsdale, I did it again. That's right. Now, each one of these Big Air Bel Airs, when I put these frames on there, I had to cut the frame in two, separate it out. I mounted the back half first, got it all just like I needed it, and then I come back and fitted the front piece in there, because if I left it alone, then these front wheels would have been way out in front of the car just about, so because it come off a long wheelbase vehicle. But anyway, when I got to this one, this frame here was totally different. And you'll see why when I show the truck next. But I'm going to show you the difference between these here suspension. You see how that's got a big old square block down below the springs, and all the rest of these didn't have. So this one here on the left, this one I'm wiggling, it was a doozy of a deal to put together. Let me show y'all something. You see that up in there, way up in there? What do you see? You see some green, don't you? Well, this is the only one I had to do it to, but I had to cut this off of it. I had to take a hacksaw and cut this piece of metal off of the base of the Big Air Bel Air. And the reason I had to cut this off is because the way the suspension is on this particular suspension, this particular suspension is different than all of the other 6 suspensions. So if I just set it on there like it was, it would have been setting up like that in the back. So I had to cut off that piece of metal in order to get it down to the proper location that it is there, to get it to where you like the rest of them. No doubt. And on the front of this one, being it was totally different, it created a problem with the car setting up in the front. This is the only one, I think, that's jacked up in the front higher than the rest of them. Actually, all the rest of them's kind of low in the front. But anyway, that's that. I got it. It took a little while, but I got it. No doubt. So anyway, the wheels from that big air Bel Air went on this next truck that had the crazy suspension. And this next truck, I got it from Mr. Paul Swack in our trade. He had sent me this here GMC S15. And so I told him I was probably going to decommission it from a monster truck. I also mentioned in that video that I saw this at Walmart and was debating getting it. And then I said, it's a good thing I didn't because Paul done sent me one. But yeah, that's what we did with that one. With the bigger Bel Air wheels. And I got her down as low as I could without the wheels rubbing the fenders. Oh, and I also had to cut out the fenders. This truck don't have no fenders in it no more inside. You can probably see just above that tire there. It's shiny in there because I didn't take no black paint and paint it. That's where the hacksaw cut out the frame. And I didn't have to put no axle tubes on this one because this truck's narrower than them Silverados, so the big air Bel Air wheels fit right on it. Got just perfect. All right, quit being blinding. Focus, you dang stupid thing. So anyway, I think the light's kind of messing with me. So anyway, that's what we did. Got that one going. She rose great, no doubt. So anyway, that's all my wheel swap-ins. Yes, indeed. That was my wheel swap-ins. And these big air Bel Airs, they're going to people. I've already talked to the people about them. No doubt. So, yes, indeed. Some of them are anyway. But anyhow, some of them may end up at Mr. Hewitt's house, and they might be passed on in some of them boxes that he sends out. You know, I like to contribute a little bit to the cause myself sometimes. I can't usually do it with money much, but I don't see why I couldn't pass these big air Bel Airs on to some of them guys over there on Mr. Hewitt's channel that's always interested in stuff. But anyhow, that's my plan anyhow. I was wondering if Mr. Rat Black would want one. Maybe he'll tell me in the comments. But anyhow, I want to thank everybody for stopping by and watching my shade tree video. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I do what I can when I can, no doubt. And I enjoy the comments that y'all leave, talking and all that. So don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave a like. Yes, indeed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the comment section. You might find somebody that you don't know on there. You might want to check out their channel. It's simple. All you got to do is hit the icon to the left of the comment, their icon, and it'll carry you to their channel. No doubt. So anyway, I'm going to get on out of here, and I don't know when I'll be back again. But until then, y'all have a good one out there. And this is Mike MacGyver. I'm down here at MacGyver's Tire and Wheel, and I'm gone.